So this is the second half of the video about the drawer and the liner. It actually started out to make a liner for the drawer, but then the bottom was literally coming off. So it's hot glued. It is nailed. It's got a couple of screws in there and it's holding good. So what we're going to do now is flip it over and put the liner in. So what we're going to do for the liner is this super cute dress that used to be my Munchkins. We're going to make sure we have enough material to still make her a special face mask out of it, because this is from my mom. But we're going to use most of it to line this. So super easy. You could literally just put it in, spread it out, and if I wasn't going to keep any of it for a face mask, I could literally just tuck the corners and then spread it out this way. And so that way, you don't have to do anything. It's easy. You can pull it in and out. But I want to get as much coverage as I can and also keep enough for her to have for a face mask. So I'm going to do one side instead of doing double. And then I could do another drawer if I wanted to too. And I could use a tape measure and measure everything out to make sure I have it exactly wide and long enough, but I'm kind of impatient and don't like doing that. So I'm just going to kind of guess here. So I've got it in there. I'll give it a little leeway. I've got more on this side. So I'm going to say about right here. Okay, so I'm going to grab scissors to cut that. Okay, so I've got the dress pushed out, and if I wanted to double check it, I can go ahead and put this up here, and then I can see that it is long enough and wide enough to go in there. So I'm going to take that, put it back over here, and then I'm going to go ahead and just take my scissors, and this doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, if you want to make it really nice, you could do double layers and all of that and make sure all of the corners are perfect, but I'm just doing a quick, easy way to do it. So I'm going to set this here. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Let's try this way. Still trying to figure that out. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to go ahead. Actually, easiest way to do it. Let's do this. Go ahead and take my fabric. Instead of laying it out that way, I'm going to just fold it over. I want to make sure I leave the top part for the face mask because that's a little bit thicker material. All right, I'm going to fold it over again. And last time. All right, let's see. So I want to keep this main part for the face mask. So I'm going to make sure that that is not going to get in that cut. The other thing is I'm only doing one layer. So actually I think it's just going to be safer if I do it that way. And I'm going to hold this up. So this side, I'm going to put my screws and everything on there to make sure it holds it. And since it doesn't have to be perfect because it's just going in the bottom of a drawer, I'm going to go ahead and just take my scissors and I'm going to start over on the edge here. And it does not have to be a straight line. Sometimes the easiest way to get away with not having something straight is you can cut it and do like swirls or like a jagged cut. So then that way the edges of something, you can be like, oh no, it's supposed to be that way. But again, this is just going in my drawer, so I'm not worried about it. As I'm cutting it, I'm looking and it kind of looks like it might not be long or wide enough, but let's take it out and see. Oops. All right, got my piece. Take this here. Let's place it in. And even if it isn't perfect, I could just use it for the front of the drawer. But hopefully, this is why you measure. Or why you should measure. But I'm a little bit impatient and I just like to do it. So I could even, if I wanted to make it really nice, I could even hot glue all of this in. So I might do that just so it stays in place. But it looks like it might be a little short. Oh, maybe not. Sweet. So if I stretch it out, we've got a little bit extra in this corner, so I'm going to pull that over to that edge. I think when I was trying to keep it so I had enough, there we go, so I had enough to do the face mask, I cut a little bit off of the width, but actually no, we're good. So as long as I just kind of move it around, it's okay. So I'm going to take that, put that there, and instead of hot gluing it, I'm actually going to leave it just like this to make it a little bit nicer over here. I'm just going to fold that extra piece over in the edge. There. There we go. Nice. And then you have a beautiful bottom of your drawer. It's got a little liner and it's unique, cute, and best of all, it's free.